Do you ever feel that peace is so hard to find? Sometimes we look everywhere for peace, but forget to see it right in front of us. Today's English story will remind you peace comes from appreciating what you have now. There was a time when I always wanted more. I wanted a better job, a bigger house, nicer clothes, and more success. I told myself, when I have all these things, I will be happy. But even when I got something I wanted, I still felt empty. I wanted the next thing and then the next. I never stopped to enjoy what I already had. One day, I was sitting alone in a small cafe. It was raining outside. I looked around and saw a family laughing together, an old couple holding hands, and a child smiling at the sound of the rain. Suddenly, I realized something simple. They all looked peaceful, not because they had everything, but because they were enjoying the moment. That moment made me stop and think. Maybe peace is not about having more. Maybe peace is about appreciating what we already have. Since that day, I started to notice small things. The morning sunlight on my window, the smell of coffee, the sound of my favorite song, a message from a friend, the way my parents smile when I call them. I used to ignore these things because I was too busy chasing something bigger. But when I began to pay attention, I felt warmer inside. I realized that peace had always been there. I just never looked. Sometimes we think peace is somewhere far away. We think we'll find it after we achieve something, after we earn enough, or after life becomes perfect. But life will never be perfect. There will always be something missing, something we want more of. If we wait for peace to come after everything is right, we might wait forever. True peace starts when we say, "This is enough. I have enough." There are still days when I feel stressed or lost, but now, instead of running away from it, I stop for a moment and take a deep breath. I look around and think of one thing I'm grateful for. Sometimes it's just a small thing, a cup of tea, a short walk, a song I like. Gratitude doesn't fix every problem, but it reminds me that I already have something beautiful in my life. Peace doesn't come from outside. It comes from how we see things. Two people can live the same life, but one feels poor while the other feels rich, not because of money, but because of mindset. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. It makes our heart softer, our mind calmer, and our days brighter. I remember a story about a fisherman. A rich man saw him relaxing under a tree after fishing and asked, "Why don't you work harder and earn more money?" The fisherman smiled and said, "Why? So I can rest later? I'm already resting now." That story always stays with me. The fisherman wasn't lazy, he was wise. He knew how to enjoy his life as it was. Sometimes we forget to rest. We always want to do more, be more, get more. But peace is not something to chase. It is something to create, moment by appreciating what's already here. When I eat, I try to enjoy every bite. When I talk to a friend, I listen carefully. When I see the sunset, I stop and look at it fully. These simple things bring peace because they remind me that life is happening now. I used to think happiness was something in the future, something big and shiny. But now I know happiness is made of small, quiet things. A laugh, a breeze, a kind word, a moment of silence. When I notice them, I feel calm. I feel complete. Peace also comes when I stop comparing myself to others. There will always be someone richer, smarter, or more successful. But their path is not mine. My life is my own story. When I focus on what I have and what I can do, I feel grounded. I don't need to compete. I just need to live. Sometimes I write in a small journal. Every night, I write 3 things I am thankful for. It could be simple: good food, a nice talk, or just the fact that I am alive. This habit changed me. It helped me see the good that was always there, even on difficult days. Peace doesn't mean life has no problems. It means you can face problems with a calm heart. It means you can smile even when things are not perfect. It means you can say, I am grateful for what I have today. When I stopped chasing peace, I started feeling it. Because peace is not found in the future, it's found in this moment. It's found when I sit quietly, when I breathe, when I look around and whisper, thank you. Now, whenever I feel lost or unhappy, I ask myself, what is still good right now? And there's always something, always. Peace is not in the big things we are waiting for. It's in the small things we already have. It's in the heart that knows how to appreciate today. So, if you are looking for peace, don't look too far. Look around you. Look inside you. Maybe peace is already sitting next to you, just waiting for you to notice it. Because true peace doesn't come from more. It comes from enough. Peace comes from appreciating what you have, not what you're missing.